because they always do a Holocaust unit in Florida, and this was not part of the unit, but she had us all stand up and told us to sit down if like she would ask us features and she would tell us to sit down if we would be murdered by.
And were you like the only child standing?
I was one of the last ones standing, but I said that I was Catholic, and apparently Hitler didn't like Catholic people either. So I just snuck in there at the end.
Yeah. Congrats for getting killed by Hitler.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is not...
Fats had to have gotten killed, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
I
almost think that came up, but it's been a long time. So.
Are you a chubby little pig? Sit down. Welcome to Lay It All Out There.
Thank you.
We've already laid some stuff out there.
We did lay some stuff out there. It's great to be here. Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you. Yeah, the way the show works is we lay it all out there in this way. I lay it all out by giving you the themes of the questions.
Okay, do you lay anything out, or am I doing all of the laying?
I mean, if you would like me to volunteer things, I'll do it. But it is largely
if it comes up organically.
I talk about myself a lot, so it will.
Yeah.
But no, this is like an interview.
This is about me. Okay.
Yeah, because the like log line of the show is I ask interesting people inappropriate questions.
Wow.
And that's pretty much our friendship.
Damn. And I feel like in the same vein as that story I told earlier, I consider myself interesting in the way of like I would have been one of the last people pointed at and been like, "You're interesting. Sit down."
No. No. You walk around in double nautical themed print in New York City.
Yeah, I did tell you I wanted to serve today, and I did.
And you did.
And I did pull out a pair of shorts with sailboats and palm trees on it, and this is not quite tropical shirt. It's more of like it's a boat shirt.
I said nautical.
Huh? It is nautical. Yeah, it's fishing hooks for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what are the shoes?
The socks are Marvin the Martian socks. They were the clean socks that I had today, and I think they add to I've been sweating in them all day today, so they are no longer clean.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me introduce. This is Jack Norris.
Hey, what's going on?
One of my very best friends in the world. Funny man, good comedian.
And that's real shit.
That is real shit.
That is real shit. This is my dog.
I love you so much.
Yeah.
From Miami. Comedy fixture in both the Miami and New York scenes.
Yeah,
runs one of the best shows in New York, in my opinion.
That's very nice.
Runs one of the most important mics that gave me all my friends. Like, really important guy.
It's nice when people say that about this.
Just true.
I don't want to be the one to say that because it feels like pompous of me to say.
It's just true.
But it was very important to me specifically when I got here. It was just very like it helped me make friends, and it was a very like. I think we created like a relatively welcoming space,
yes.
Compared to how some mics can feel sometimes.
Yeah.
And
welcoming, but not overly cloying. Not like it's a supportive room, but where people will hold you accountable, but you also learn about yourself. Sometimes I go to mics that are too supportive, where I don't learn anything.
Well, no, and then in that case, it's like you're not really like working on anything comedy wise. Like it's very. It's not really helpful because they're just gonna laugh at whatever you say.
Right.
Versus like something that's a little more discerning. Which, I mean, I'm a generous laugher. Like and sometimes
you and I are often the only two people in the room laughing.
For sure, yeah. and sometimes if a joke is bad in a specific kind of way, I will laugh even harder.
Yeah.
So I skew the results 100% of the time for sure.
But that's the best because you learn from the room, but then. You've got a buddy there still.
I mean, you can tell in the way when you hear the laugh, you can tell that I'm laughing because of how the joke went. But sometimes those are just for me.
You do enter a certain psychosis as an open mic host, where like things are funny in a different way.
Yes,
you're laughing that like this is what I do with my Thursdays.
Yeah,
for years.
Yeah, and you're like I can't believe I just heard someone say what they just said.
Yeah,
and it's one of the only places you can hear stuff like that. It's
crazy. That's so true.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready to lay it all out there?
Yeah.
Okay, you get to choose the order of questions.
All right, so let's just jump. No, we're not actually going to jump right into grief. Could you imagine if that was the first one I picked? I do want to do it, but let's do comedy since we were already talking about the mic. That one seems easy.
Yes, this one's
But maybe I'm wrong.
None of them are that bad. If you could make any project and money is not an option, what are you making and with who?
Whoa.
With whom? Nobody can know for sure.
With whom? Man, that is a really good question. I mean, I like sketch comedy a lot. That is like probably my favorite kind of comedy to absorb. I'm a big Tim Robinson guy and like big Connor O'Malley guy, and I just think that the stuff that they make is so impressive. And it's not hard to make sketch. You talk to me, it's like maybe it is hard because I just do not have the drive for it. But I think it would be cool to do a sketch comedy show in that same vein.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, a more absurd out there sketches, because I think that's just like the type of comedy that I'm really enjoying more of lately. It's like an acquired taste, I think. I tried showing I Think You Should Leave to like my mom's side of the family. This is the same side of the family that like we grew up on Jeff Dunham entirely. Like that was our guy. That was my guy for probably too long. And
I'm not sure that they loved what you showed them.
Yeah, no, they hated it. Oh my god. And I was hitting them with like the good ones too. I was hitting them with like the gift receipt sketch, like the fully loaded nacho sketch. I was like, these are really good.
Isn't that such a bummer when you like are vulnerable with your family and you're like, I want to show you this thing.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like,
and you want to fucking die. Yeah. Like you want to be out of that room. And it was like, it made me really like, I had to walk around and be like, is this funny? And it is. And it is. It's incredible. But I think something like that, I mean, that's not like a particularly like interesting answer, but I don't
think it's an uninteresting answer.
I guess. I mean, it's not very like original, you know, because I mean, would
it be like ocean themed?
It could be.
I know there would be a lot of ocean sketches.
It could. Oh yeah, for sure. Almost entirely.
I can't like.
That would be interesting to do like a more like environmental themed.
Yeah.
Like.
Because even if it's not about that, but it's just like two shrimp who made the mistake of like dating a colleague and dealing with it at the water cooler.
That's
like,
really good.
That's really funny.
Because you can do like the BoJack Horseman thing they do where it's like a show about like really like dramatic like terrible stuff, but then also like every once in a while there's a joke about them being an animal. I
would watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah, okay. Well, that changed my answer to that. I'm adding the
I don't even like, I don't like Will Arnett's voice is the main thing, but I don't like BoJack because it's a little too, I just found out about depression. It's like so stupid. It's like, I'm a grown man and I just realized people have problems. But like a lighthearted version of that.
Yeah.
By you.
That would be fun.
So good.
Have you seen Tuca and Birdie?
I've seen a couple episodes.
That one's a little. I mean, but I like BoJack. Tuca and Birdie's a little more just kind of fun. I mean, they deal with the stuff. They deal with the trauma and stuff.
But if I'm watching a cartoon, I do want it to be like largely lighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. With dips in rather than living down there.
Something like that would be fun. And then also like I would love to write a like sitcom about like lifeguards at a pool or something like that.
It's such a funny place to work.
It's just such a like fountain of insane shit. Like both being in aquatics as a lifeguard and a coach for as long as I have, and now being on like the management side of things, it would be really fun. In like a Parks and Rec kind of Brooklyn Nine-Nine type of like show, you know? I think that would be really fun.
Such a good vehicle too, because it's of the many careers I've had, it's one where adults get to stay weird.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
For sure. I mean, people like lifeguards party forever. Coaches,
that's so awesome.
Aquatics people, it's such a it's always been like that. Everywhere I've worked, it's been the exact same thing. In college, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know? But it's the same thing everywhere. Like, that's people are just so deranged in aquatics. And
it's like weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. It's like if you're in a swimming pool all day, like you're not a normal person.
Yeah, myself included. Like,
me too. Okay, great answers. Those are great answers.
Okay, hell yeah. So is that all of... That's all of comedy? Now I do another one?
That's all it takes.
All right.
Unless you have more to say to answer that.
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Animals or pool.
Who would you want to work with?
Oh, who would I want to work with? Like anybody, like
Netanyahu.
Yeah. Totally. The guy we were talking about earlier. No. No, I mean, obviously, like any of those guys, like Tim Robinson, Patty Harrison, Connor O'Malley.
God, Patty Harrison. Did you watch the Las Culturistas Culture Awards?
No, I need to watch it.
Oh my God, Patty Harrison in it. I like every time she does anything. I'm losing my mind.
She's a fucking killer. I'm such a huge fan. Just like absurd people like that. Yeah. And obviously, like, might have to be a bit of a younger crowd for a lifeguard movie, but I don't know. I saw they made a lifeguard movie.
The Pool Man?
No, well, no.
Famously featured on the Today Show, right?
Yeah, no, not that one. That's not the one. No, that's about a weird freak that works at a pool and hit a little bit too close to home for me.
And that's different.
No, they made one. They made one on SNL. Or like not on SNL, but like you know how SNL makes movies and stuff. Like,
okay.
Cecily Strong and Bobby Moynihan were in it. And it was like about like these kids that like worked at a pool. And
I never saw anything.
They throw a big party at the end of the summer because the pool closes down, and the manager doesn't know about it. The manager's like a huge dickhead. The manager's like who I fear being every single day. But like it's just a very fun like lifeguards fucking around in a pool movie. Bobby Moynihan plays this lifeguard that has just been there forever.
Love that.
And it's just like they don't know anything about him other than like he works at this pool.
That's perfect.
and he's so great. He like builds a bong out of a CPR dummy. So I don't know. He'd be good. Obviously, a lot of the people like we know in real life, you know, I think are really there's a wide range of comedians in the scene that I think would be fantastic, and you know.
Yeah, those are great answers.
Yeah, I think
Bobby Moynihan, underrated.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
He would be great as a lifeguard. He would be great as a resident.
I need to watch this lifeguard movie.
It's good. It's called Staten Island Summer. Okay. I don't think it's for everybody, but you know me, man. I fuck with a lifeguard movie at the end of the day.
I do too.
Yeah.
I haven't been around enough lifeguards recently.
This episode of Lay It All Out There is brought to you by one of my best friends in the world, Miss Emily Washburn. She is letting me freestyle this ad space, so I'm going to use it to find her husband. She deserves a good man. If you're not a good man, don't come talk to me. If you are a man between the ages of 28 and 35 with a stable life, a passion that you care about, you like sports, you perhaps have a dog that you love very much, this could be good. You guys could be a good fit. You have to be thoughtful, emotionally intelligent, honest, ready to be a committed partner who continues to learn and cherish her. She is deeply kind, full of sunshine, so funny. She walks into a room, everything sparkles, everyone falls in love with her. She's so amazing. She is hysterical, she's beautiful, she's artistic, she's creative, she cares so much about the world. She's one of a kind, she's incredible, and she deserves kind of like the best man in the world. You can DM me on Instagram to shoot your shot. She lives in upstate New York, keep that in mind. You know, qualified applicants will be sent on to my boss. It's Emily. All right. Thank you.
All right, what next?
All right. I'm curious about the spiritual.
Okay, it's a chill one.
I'm curious about the spiritual.
I think it's a chill one.
We'll do this and then we'll get into the hard stuff.
Okay.
Because I got some ideas. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. What role has religion played in your life, and where are you with it now? That's pretty chill.
That's actually a really good question. I was raised Catholic, and it was like one of those things. My mom was like, I think Baptist, but she is not religious at all. Like she's not a very particularly religious person. Like, you know, goes to church and stuff, but just kind of like the regular way people practice. You know what I mean? Where they like say they're religious, but they don't actually like do much.
But she goes to church every week?
Not every week, no. She would go like with my dad. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my dad is like was super Catholic, and he was just. But you know, it's funny. Like he is very Catholic. He's very like God fearing, but like he was lazy about going to church. Like we didn't go all the time. You know, we went to Sunday school.
That's such a man way to be religious.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was like if he wasn't feeling like it, we would not go.
You should.
Yeah. And he made us go to Sunday school. I don't know if he went to mass during it or if he was just hanging out, but he brought it. It may have been because he was supposed to watch us on Sundays and took us to Sunday school
needed time to have his coffee alone.
So that he could go to mass. Yeah, because he was very religious, and I think my mom kind of balanced him out.
Yeah,
you know.
How long were they together?
Shit.
Kind of a long time though, right?
Yeah, they got divorced when I was 10. So at least 10 years, probably more than that. Before actually, no, a lot more than that. I don't actually know exactly how long because I'm a bad son, and also because like he was 3 marriages deep. Like I had more of that one fresh in my memory.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I didn't even know about the first one until like way later. But
classic.
Yeah, I think she kind of balanced him out. I think if it was like my dad and another like religious like woman, a little more like
he had too much fun for that also.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
people who have boats.
Yeah, he's a boat guy. You can't be that religious. But he wanted us to be. He wanted me and my brother to be preppy and like straight laced and short hair. Like like he will always like text me pictures of like me in a suit and be like, show this to Emily, and it's crazy. Like,
your girlfriend who dated you looking like this,
who dated me with a worse beard, by the way.
Way worse.
Like that's how you know it's love, is because I had like the full Amish like rectangle, and she didn't say anything about it the whole time, and that could not have been fun to kiss.
She eats you up.
I know. She sure does.
She sure does.
Yeah.
She's like, have you seen my handsome man anywhere? I'm like, he's over that way, girl.
Yeah.
You can go get him.
Yeah. But my dad was, he was religious, so we got confirmed, and that was about it, pretty much. Like, after that, because I think that was, like, the rules. Like, my mom was like, they can get confirmed and all that stuff, but,
I don't even really know what that means. That's different than baptism.
Yeah, when you get baptized at the beginning as a baby. Yeah, my dad baptized me himself because they were full the day he took me, and he didn't want to wait until I could get, like, I got a proper one later, but
that's really funny.
He didn't want to wait until
that then because
he was worried something was going to happen before he got before like I got baptized.
Go to heaven, and the Bible says that.
Yeah. So I really blew it by growing up.
Yeah.
But he baptized me himself. He like took me across the street to the church, threw like holy water on me.
That's kind of cute.
It is. Yeah. It's because he was like he's a stress ball.
Yeah.
He would just always like freak out about stuff. So. I have it in my life.
He is that is pretty God-fearing for him to be like, has to happen now.
Yeah. So it's always been present, but I think also the aggression at which my dad like approached it with really like put me off of it.
Yeah.
And then like all the like abortion and like LGBT rights stuff, like just the way he viewed it was so immediately awful to
me. Yeah.
Like obviously when you're like a dumb kid, you don't realize like how bad that stuff is, but then as I'm growing up and I'm like making friends with people who are like, part of those groups and stuff like that, I'm like, what? Like,
and you also weren't made aware that there was a way to have that faith and think better things.
Exactly. I thought it was all like that.
Right.
I thought it was all like that, and I also just thought church was boring. I wanted to play Pokemon on my Game Boy.
Was really boring. They should make it more fun.
Yeah, they should. I mean, like white churches at least. Boring. It's so.
I like when the white people start talking in tongues. I'm like, now we're getting somewhere.
Well, that's fun. That's like a mega
that's
church.
white people doing black church.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's exactly right. And just straight up bog standard white church is just very like very morose. Like
I've never been to Catholic. I went to a Catholic wedding a couple years ago.
Was it boring as shit?
Yes. Dude.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, which I know is their whole thing.
Yeah.
They're like blah 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 blah. Pretty window.
Yeah.
And that's cool, but like, first of all, the Latin, don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
There's just so many things going on, and it's all like, do you now want to own this woman, and your whole job as the two of you is to like, and have a baby?
It feels very. Did they read a Bible verse?
Yeah.
That's wild. I feel like at a wedding you shouldn't, because at the funeral they do it, and that makes sense. Cause, whatever.
No, I've been to 2 or 3 Catholic weddings, and
really, I must have been to some, but I don't know. I went to a wedding. My buddy got married in Virginia, and it wasn't a Catholic wedding. It was like outside, but it was like very like the priest was very like heavy on like, you're not just marrying her, you're marrying God, and vice versa. Like I was like weirdly God heavy vows.
One of the craziest guys that I know got Catholic married, and the priest wouldn't stop talking about how much the two of them love God, and I was like,
They really hammer it in.
You're lying to all of us. I know that guy. Do you know that we know those people?
I was like, we're getting fucked up later.
Literally.
There's nothing godly about that.
Do you think that stuff and psychedelic experiences has affected your view on religion now?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's made me maybe like a little more spiritual in general. I again, like I think with religion, I guess my take on it is like, it is nice that people can have something to believe in like that, and something to feel comfort in, like not really knowing what comes after this, not really knowing what the universe, like the meaning of it is all. I think it's nice that people can look to stuff like that. The thing is, there's windows where it or avenues where it starts to like dictate how people should live their lives. And that part I really like cannot gel with, because I've seen religion like do things for my dad that I like, you know, it's one time when I was a kid, I choked on a penny, and I
don't eat pennies.
Straight up, I know. I know now. The copper taste was interesting, and I just was like a kid who put stuff in my mouth. Like totally. I just was like, whatever. Anything that I was like, I'd like to see what this texture is.
I have kids at camp right now that it is so funny to see kids that you're like, that's Jack actually.
Yeah, and they're little freaks. And they'll get normal-ish, you know?
Right now they have pennies.
They'll adjust. Yeah, I was looking at a picture my mom sent me of like it was like a class photo.
Yeah.
Of me in like my kindergarten class. And I like looked for myself in it, and the collar of my shirt mangled because I was chewing on it. Mangled up. Everybody else is like, oh, and my hair is like slicked up and stuff. But like this, the collar of the shirt is demolished.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's bad. So I was a big, and I choked on a penny. And again, I was older than I was in that kindergarten picture. I'll tell you that much. But it got stuck. And I almost died. Yeah. And my dad, like, you know, he went out there and he fucking prayed. Like, you know, he's just like, I mean, imagine losing your kid to a fucking
that would
1 cent.
So bad.
1 cent.
Did you have to get like surgery?
No, they were trying to figure out how to do it because it was vertical. Like,
so you were like wheezing?
Yeah, like when you put a coin in a coin slot. So I could still breathe. If it had turned, the concern was, anything that they would do would turn, it would get stuck, and then I literally wouldn't be able to breathe and I would die. So they got this big... I was in the hospital for a long time, and they got this big...
What's a long time?
I don't know. I was a kid. It could have been a couple hours, but it felt like an entire night.
Sure.
But they got this big, like, white corn dog looking thing, and they just... They had me in a dark room. I don't know what they were doing, but they might have, like, neutralized me or something, but...
Neutralized.
Yeah, they might have neutralized me with some sort of sleeping agent, but they just went, yeah.
And you,
like, yeah, it went in me, and I shouted out.
It went up your butt?
No, it went from my throat to my stomach, and it came out of my anus.
When you shit? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a.
No,
it shot out like a bullet.
It had to like wait. It had to move through normally.
It can't feel good to get a penny out of your butthole.
I mean, I didn't notice it, to be honest with you.
Because I'm sure you ate a lot of weirder stuff.
Yeah. I say all this to say, don't show this to anybody at work. I say this to say, like my dad had like moments like that where like he was dealing with like extreme stuff. He had skin cancer, and he had this like big surgery that was like wasn't going to be guaranteed to be a success, and he went to one of those weird churches where they like speak in tongues and put their hand on you.
Oh, wow.
And it like legitimately like gave him like more of a fighting chance than like he thought he had. You know what I mean?
Wow,
like he believed in that, and it helped him kind of like keep fighting.
To believe in anything that much.
Instead of giving up. And so that kind of aspect of it I really like, but it's the way I was raised with it, I just can't really get down with it, you know?
Yeah.
But I do feel like there's some sort of like spirituality, you know, in my life, and I do pray sometimes. Like,
yeah,
I do pray just to God, you know, not in like a weird way, but just if I need like a little like, you know, extra assurance.
When that's the way you grow up, like, because I pray sometimes too, and it's not so much to like Christian God, it's more to like
just kind of whoever
God,
is out there,
whatever's happening,
whoever's
in the universe,
watching,
whatever's
you know?
going on. It's like whether it's manifesting or praying, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But when that's how you're raised and that's a piece of comfort to you, that's like the same thing as like cooking a meal that your grandma made. Like, you know what I mean?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So I don't know. It's also like I'm a little like eked out by like the organized aspect of it. So,
I agree.
Yeah. I just kind of, I like don't really know what I would, if you ask me what religion I would be, I guess I would maybe say Catholic, but like not practicing,
I feel like when people in our age group, for the most part, at least in New York and most cities, I would say, when they ask what religion you are, they mean like culturally what you grow up as.
Yeah.
Because I know very few adults who care about religion.
Yeah.
Or at least
if you do, they're kind of like arm's distance friends. They're kind of like, nice to see you.
I have some friends at work who are very religious, but they're cool about it. But the only people I know who can be cool about it, about Christianity specifically, are Black people.
Yeah. Well, I think they have a
different relationship.
They really embody it in a way where I feel like like white Catholic people use
it's hate and fear.
And it's not even necessarily just white, but like just like there's some aspects of Catholicism that are used as a weapon, whereas I feel like they kind of do it more like it's more about the love and more about the I don't know. There's a coolness to it,
There is. And I think it's more about love and more about community.
Yeah. They like actually take the values
it's like they
of religion and like embody it as opposed to being like, well, this says you shouldn't eat pork.
Yeah. Well, the president, it's just like, that's been nice. The people at work have been very cool and they're like coaches. So it's nice to see them relate to young people.
Yeah.
With that, because they, they're not saying it's a Christian thing a lot of the time. But it's some of those values that like
for sure. And there's good values, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff about like loving each other, and I think a lot of people have forgotten that, It's
like the main one.
Yeah, that's the main one, and I feel like a lot of people just want to use it as like the having power over people and not of the like cherishing everybody and working together and like building community. You know? So I don't know.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. All right. Let's do grief.
Okay.
Let's do grief.
It's relatively. I feel like it's not something you haven't thought about. Grief has been a big part of your life the last few years.
Oh yeah, it's bad averages lately. I've been to more funerals this year than weddings. So
that's not great. Not the type of numbers we like.
Usually it's supposed to be net positive wedding. Hopefully sometimes no funeral.
Yeah, perhaps a birth.
Yeah,
that's not how it's been. How do you feel like it has changed you?
Well, I mean, it's interesting. I guess like I've had such an experience with it where I've lost people that I wasn't necessarily like as close to, maybe, like family members that I did love, but maybe didn't know like as well as I could have, or didn't have enough time with them and stuff. And old friends like that I drifted apart from, but like I think with Jay it was kind of my first like, oh, this is a person that was like with me right now that I'm never gonna see again. Like I didn't get to say goodbye to, and I guess I thought it was gonna like change me as a person, and I don't know if it did. I mean, it changed the way I think about some things, and it definitely makes a lot of the like petty grievances that I have with people kind of like fade away. I mean, they come back eventually, but but
I mean, big perspective though.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's like what did I care about? This little fucking thing.
Especially in the immediate aftermath, it was like I don't care about anything.
Yeah, you become entirely focused on that, and it's hard because I definitely am like, I've got something going on in my brain or how it works, because I will cry, but like not nearly as much as I like feel like I should. Mm-hmm. I have trouble doing it sometimes, and it's not to say that I don't, but I've always like viewed that as like, oh, maybe it's weird, but then like I'll just randomly get sad. I'll think of Jay, or I'll think of my dad, and like just get really bummed out for a little bit wherever I'm at. It can be like at work, or like just out with friends, and it just like my dad's been doing that a lot lately. He's been coming up a lot, you know, and that's a big one that it's like I mean, I obviously like Jay was a really good friend, and I miss him all the time too, but I guess, you know, having your dad in your life for the entirety of it and then not having him anymore is so weird, and it's sad, even though, like, you know, sometimes it was kind of a hassle to deal with him about things, you know, like we had a complicated relationship that I'm really grateful was like overall positive, you know, but it was the same thing. I didn't get to say goodbye. The last time I talked to him was like a month before he died, you know, and so it's just like, it's very eerie, and it doesn't ever really go away either. It just kind of stays with you the whole time, and it's nice to like carry people with you like that, but it's hard. I mean, it's heavy. It forces you to grow up really fast, and it's but then it's like I again, I guess what I'm gearing up to is like I keep being like, well, I really need to like get my shit in gear, and like then I go back to fucking playing Nintendo Switch.
How do you not have your shit in gear though?
I mean, I guess I do. I just mean I guess I feel like maybe there's something I should be doing.
Like what?
I don't know. My dad was always like,
right, you're like inheriting
what's next?
Stress.
Yeah, he's always like, what are you doing next? You know? And luckily, I had a fucking full-time job before he died. Maybe he was waiting for that. And he was
my God, healthcare.
He was like,
my time to go.
He was like, well, he's paying his bills. All right. Could you imagine? No. So I mean, it is just very. I think I've inherited a lot of his traits.
Yeah.
You know. Like in his like paranoia and stuff like that, and his stress,
and without him here to be the one who has more of it. It's probably pretty interesting to be like, I'm my dad.
Yeah. And I also, I feel like I talk about him way more than I did when he was alive. I mean, I guess I talk about him on stage all the time, but I will just like tell stories about him that aren't even like funny, you know, like in my stand-up, I'm dunking on him a little bit, you know? I'm dunking on him a lot, actually.
Dunk-worthy, to be fair.
I know, but he's my dad.
In those situations.
He's my dad, and he's perished, you know? It's weirder. It's weirder when he's like in the ground.
Well, it has been nice to hear you, especially as a comic.
Yeah.
If it's somebody,
I wouldn't have said anything about the acid.
If
he was still alive.
He would be commenting on my YouTube,
and he would not have watched this even a little bit. But he would like, you know, he would hate this, and I would have that in the back of my mind of like, I can't let my dad know that I'm doing that I'm a little like demon child that's doing psychedelic drugs. Yeah, so
it has been really nice to hear you talk positively. It's hard to be earnest.
Well, yes,
when there's nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there are things about him that are just interesting. I was at the beach yesterday, and a bunch of people were like fucking surfing, and I was like, I want to go out there and surf, and you know, everybody was like, you know how to surf? And I was like, yeah, like my dad used to be like a big time surfer in California. Like he wasn't famous or anything, but he like
Hawkeye.
He went to California with a surfboard and just fucking lived out there for a little bit and was just like shredding every day. And it's so weird because he is the
That's
dad.
The opposite.
The dad that I knew is so not a like surfer. Like he is a straight ledge guy, but he taught me how to surf. Like he did cool shit like that, and so I just like started talking about that with people, and that's not necessarily a story I would have like told before.
Right.
And it's really funny too because like, you know, if there's somebody there that doesn't know you as well, and they're like, oh, does he still surf? And I'm like, well, no, he's dead now.
I bet he's surfing somewhere.
He's that's actually what we said. We said he's shredding the clouds right now.
Whatever bodily things like made him an old guy.
Yeah.
He's shredding crazy wherever he is right now. What age do you think if he could choose to get like reincarnated as a certain age in heaven or whatever? What age?
Probably like his like college years, like 18 to 20. He's so reminiscent of. And I old pictures of him. He was like a hunk. He was like.
I know that.
He was a good-looking guy.
Of course he was.
Yeah, but he was like he was in shape. He was like a little twig, but he was in shape. There were these like shirtless pictures of him boxing with his friend on the beach, and I was like, dude, this guy's a hunk.
That's four wives.
We should put this guy's picture on fucking Hinge like that, and then he'll get these younger ladies that he always wanted to date.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's when, because he's so reminiscent of like college. Maybe when he was like a lawyer too, like in his 30s. I think that was like the peak of his career, and he was like really enjoyed it. So I think that's all he talked about. It was like I won this case and blah blah blah, and so he would just like settle like disputes for people in heaven or something like that. That would be my guess.
I hope there aren't disputes to settle in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maybe
some people like
maybe they do mock trials just to make him feel better.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, he would just be looking at women with long legs all day. That was his vibe. Yeah.
Couldn't meet me.
I think that's the thing. Is you talk about people that aren't here anymore to like, you know, keep going to memory. I mean, with Jay, I feel like we talk about him all the time, and we still do, you know. And
I wouldn't talk about him like that because I'd be like texting him to come.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's fun to see like a crazy thing at a comedy party or have some crazy comedy drama, and they're like, yo,
I know.
What would he have thought of this? You know?
God, he wouldn't have even noticed. He'd be flirting with a woman in the corner. I always had to be like, come over here so I can tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Yeah, he thought he was slick. But I was clocking it.
Yeah, he's so funny. God.
But I try not to let petty things like keep me away from people, and I want to try and like be around, because I think initially I shut down, but then
naturally,
you know, it also makes you think of all the people that you do have in your life, and you know, people you wish you kept in better touch with, and you make an honest effort of it for like a month, and then life happens again. That's the weirdest thing, is just going back to fucking work, and like, you know, going back to being stressed about a swimming pool when like literally my dad's dead. Like, it's
literally your dad's dead.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then when you do little jokes about it and stuff like that, it makes people really uncomfortable.
It does. They don't.
But I have a lot of fun doing that. I think that is a nice perk that you get when somebody dies, is you get to like do little like morbid jokes and stuff.
Yes.
And
you get to be publicly not okay.
Yeah.
Which is like, it obviously feels really bad, but it does feel a little bit of a privilege that for a couple weeks, when something so fucking bad has happened in your life, that you get to tell the truth about being like, I'm doing really bad.
My first couple sets back, when I got back to New York and I felt like doing comedy again, it started out funny, and it was very much like, oh, he's not done processing yet.
When I was writing
my chunk more processing to do.
I need to get back to doing the chunks about Jay, because it just didn't work for so long. Yeah. Everyone was like, she's really, really sad.
She's really going through it. Yeah.
And now it's been like enough that I think I can deliver it as a past story instead of like, oh yeah, he died 3 weeks ago. Miss him bad.
miss him bad, girl.
Gotta still go back and clean out the rest of his room.
Yeah. Have you done that or no?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you did.
Yeah, a while ago with Dan. It was weird, but...
Yeah. It is weird, but I still have a lot of cleaning to do for my dad's place. I mean...
I don't... That's something that's always really bothered me about death, is I don't like that other people are going to have to deal with my stuff.
Yeah.
And my life and my diaries and all this. I don't like that shit.
Oh, I'm sure my dad didn't want me to find a fucking half-finished Obama's Hidden Rage book. Although maybe he did, so I could finish reading.
Yeah.
I just picked up from where he left off.
It's just that stuff, and you never expect it to be that day. Yeah. Like, my mom would come in and my weeds out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just stuff that, like...
That's crazy, yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, my laundry hamper to the brim. I don't want anybody coming.
I can't die with all
I
those
wouldn't want somebody going in my room right now. Yeah.
Like, I think about that a lot, too. I always think about, like, a song was paused on his phone. He was halfway through the book.
Yeah.
That he was reading.
Yeah.
That's really...
Was it Red Rising?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
I know.
That's fucking crazy. The fact that he never got to finish book 1 is insane.
Crazy. Yeah. I'm really mad about it.
Yeah. But it's also cool that like he got us all into it, and now we're all like weird nerds who read this fucking sci-fi book. Like
that's true.
It's cool the you know, some of the lingering things. Like it's nice, you know.
I listen to his playlist a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good playlist.
It's a good playlist, man.
I'll get into anime someday.
Yeah. You just gotta find the one that works for you.
I like JJK. It's just that when I watch TV, I want to also be on my phone.
Yeah, and I think you need one that's a little more like that one. After a while, it's just like fighting and people dying, and I think you need one a little more lighthearted. But there's also like the thing is, it's about the emotional moments just as much as it's about the fighting. That's okay. Yeah, like there's so many. I will finish it. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. You should, but there's definitely stuff in like there's some kind of anime that will scratch specifically the itch that you have. I think so. You just gotta find what's right for you. The kids have been trying to get me it. And then you'll be. What are they pitching you?
I don't know.
No, you don't. You remember any of the names of the anime they're pitching you?
Certainly not.
No?
And whatever comes out as a guess could be offensive, so I can't.
That's fair. Let's do. I like relationships. Could be fun. I'm interested in this one.
This one is good. How would you describe yourself as a boyfriend? And I've already asked Emily how she would describe you as a boyfriend. So I'll compare it.
That's awesome. You really did your research.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That feels like a trap.
I had to use my connections.
I mean, I think I do all right. I'm like very like hopeless romantic guy. So like, I really like being in a relationship. I like being with someone like I'm like comfortable with, and I just want to like make sure they feel like that too, and that they feel appreciated. And that we just like spend a lot of quality time together. And I also feel like I probably could work on my listening skills a little bit, because I know she definitely brought that up at some point. And it's not even like I'm just a dumb guy. Is the thing. I mean well, but I'm a dumb guy, and so yeah, there are certainly things that I could be better about, like without a doubt. You know, like question asking and active listening. I think are my two big flaws as a boyfriend. I feel like in the other areas, I think I do a pretty good job, because I don't know. It's like when you love somebody, it's like they become your like partner. You know, if it's like working in like a healthy way, like that is someone you're like doing life with. So, I take it really seriously. You know, but I'm also like, I'm a dumb guy. You know?
That's so sweet.
And because it is like they are valid criticisms. I am not trying to like not listen. You know, I am not trying to like be dumb and not like ask questions. You know, I genuinely want to know these things. I genuinely want to listen. But I have like fucking ADHD and I'm a dumb idiot. And sometimes there's like a Pokemon on my phone and I'm like, you know, so. What did she say?
You grilled the fuck out of yourself for no reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was lovely. She said, overall, Jack is a wonderful boyfriend and my notes are very minimal. 2 exclamation points. I'm now reading in that there's a parentheses, he doesn't listen.
Does he really?
No. But very
those
minimal.
Are the notes.
Yeah, exactly. She said he makes me feel very loved and cared for, and he looks like a sexy Roman emperor, but if they had togas in clashing patterns instead of just white.
Oh, that's so nice of
her.
So
nice.
I love you, baby.
Yeah.
And
then she said, she was talking about how she wants to come home from vacation, and she said, anyways, grill my baby like a goddamn steak.
Well, I just did that for her.
You did. And she probably knew that too.
Yeah.
She didn't have to say it.
Oh yeah. I knew what the notes were. Like.
Well, and that's what's so amazing about her too, is she's not gonna let you not know.
Yeah.
But in like the best way.
She's very upfront, and I think it's good that we like.
It's good for you
that we keep having those conversations of like what could be done better and stuff like that. So
that's so nice. You guys, it means a lot to me to see your relationship and how you grow together. Like it gives me a lot of hope. Yeah,
that was one of the last things Jay said. The last time I saw him was like because he was doing that bit about how it sucks to be in that relationship that's like it's like you're the couple that makes us believe in love again, and then you break up. And he was telling me, he's like, you guys are really quickly becoming that couple. And I was like, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I know.
I get, when people say, so I expressly forbid people from calling us mom and dad.
Yeah.
Because everybody I ever called mom and dad
broke up.
Yeah. And that's because I'm a child of divorce.
I think that's wise. You don't want to put yourself in a place where you can't fail, because then you too also could stop wanting to improve.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's all that really matters, is that you loved each other enough to get together and then you keep trying to improve. That's like the only way to do it.
That's exactly right.
That's chill.
Yeah.
That's chill as fuck, I think.
Yeah, Emily, I love you, girl. I'm always going to love you. I should probably be talking in my normal voice and not whatever that was. If you're looking for parts to cut out of the podcast.
That could be one of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it.
Yeah. Keep it all.
I'm as edgelord as you can get while still being held in favor in the woke Brooklyn community. I think this toes the line in the way that I like.
They're gonna burn you one day. They're gonna burn you at the stake. You're gonna say one wrong thing.
They're gonna look at like a group chat I'm in.
Mm-hmm. I want to answer all these. I'm gonna go in this box.
Okay. Do you want to do that now?
Should we do it now?
Sure.
I mean, how long do they take? I want to do all of them. I want to do all of them. That's the problem.
This is just like a punishment for if you don't want to answer a question, but you can obviously do it.
Let's do one, and then we'll get into this stuff.
Okay.
All right. Close your eyes and guess what I put in your hand.
Nice.
Okay, that's fun. All
That's a good one.
I'm going to do it with my left hand because I feel like that's my more discerning hand. You would think she'd have an object prepared, you know? Interesting. Pencil sharpener.
You got it! How'd you find out?
As soon as I've held pencil sharpeners like this, I'm glad I didn't turn it over after seeing all the pencil shavings that are in here.
Yeah.
Because I would have made a huge mess.
That was an irresponsible move on my part.
But yeah, I just I was feeling it. It felt like the shape of a pencil sharpener. There was a hole. For a second, I thought it could have been like a knob or something that you pulled off a chair. But then that's why I went and I opened it.
You're good.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the podcast.
God, welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast. We had a brief. We thought we lost everything.
It was really scary.
Yeah. So we had some food, and it's been like an hour, I think.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do? You want to do finances?
Okay.
So.
This is a two-pronged question.
Oh God!
A real doozy, if I do say so myself. How much debt do you have? Do you think money is real?
Well, I don't have any debt.
None?
No, I didn't take any loans out in college.
That's rad.
And I've missed credit card payments before, but I get them sorted out when I can. So that's the most extent of it, really.
Did you have any debt when you were working a job that made less money?
No, I'm pretty fortunate. That's really nice. My parents really helped me out a lot. Awesome. My dad helped me, but mainly I would say my mom gets most of the credit. She really was helping me out, so I wasn't in crazy debt. My main thing is my credit is fine, but it's I just started building it when I moved here. So I don't have debt, but I also don't have stellar credit, you know? But
that's awesome though. To live in New York without credit card debt is honestly pretty at our level of people, especially artists who have shitty jobs. Yeah. That's rare.
I mean, my dad was I was going to take out loans. Yeah. And he was absolutely fucking not.
That's awesome.
He was you were not, do not take a I was looking up what kind of loans were the smart ones to take and all that stuff. And he was do not fucking take any loans. You will regret it so hard. I will pay for shit. Don't worry about that. I will help you with college. And he was kind of a, he was I was kind of in debt to him. Yeah. Because he would be well, I gave you all that money and you're not gonna cut your hair. Perfect. Shit like that. In that way, but that again, that's not real. I do believe money is real. Okay. I just have seen what it is to not have it. In the short term of I mean I'm not a fucking I'm fine. Yeah. I'm a very privileged person in terms of I grew up, in a pretty decent family. I never really had to want for anything. But I've been broke up here. Yeah. I've been broke up here and it sucks ass. And you have to spend so much goddamn fucking money just to live by yourself on top of being in New York, you know?
And being broke costs a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's I do believe it's real, but it's the scope of it is so strange. Yeah. It's hard to wrap your head around shit, especially with stuff with my dad's estate and shit. It's that shit is I don't even fully and it's such a that shit doesn't even feel real yet. You know what I mean? It's so and there's still stuff I'm actively dealing with right now that is it's a bigger scope than I'm able to comprehend. My brother talks to me about it and I'm just oh sure, yeah. He really gets money in a way that I don't. That's really I believe lucky. It's real. I don't know fucking shit about it though.
I feel lucky. I think my brother no, I think I understand money more than my brother, but both of us have good heads on our shoulders about money. And I've thought about that before because my mom is so good with handling our money,
her parents' money, my dad's parents' money, like other relatives helping her brothers plan their estates. Like, she's really good at it. And I'm like, I know that she will set me up for success, but I am terrified to be the keeper of the family money because it will be me if she leaves.
Yeah.
And
that's not a job that you want.
No. Yeah. And I think that my mom will live forever if I try.
Yeah, I mean, you can't think about that's not real. Your dad dies. It sucks. Miss him. Love him.
Yeah.
It happens.
Literally.
Mom, that doesn't. Nah. Not even.
No, because no.
Not even touching that.
Not even touching that.
Not even touching that. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, literally, like it was when we were talking about all like death and stuff when I was down in Miami, and my brother and I were like, "Yeah, we can't talk about like this was light compared to if it was mom." Like, he was like, "I don't know how we'd handle that." Like, and my mom helped us out with a lot of my dad's shit, so I don't know. We're gonna be fucking anyway. It's never gonna happen, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. So, and we actually do both have like beautiful, young, vibrant mothers.
That's true.
They've got a long time.
Mom, I love you.
I love you.
I'm saying that in a normal voice and not the weird accent I did when I was saying I loved Emily. And who knows where that accent could be from. Should we do comedy and then wrap this bad boy up?
Yes.
All right. I guess I don't need to take these off the wall. I don't even remember. I'm really steamrolling you, I'm realizing.
No, I love it. Oh, this is fun.
Okay. Oh, God, what did you do? So when we lost the footage, I told McKenna that these were all softball questions. And
this is a result of that.
And so the way she's laughing, I'm assuming this is not a softball question.
Name 3 working comedians that you think suck and are bad.
Wow, that's crazy. Because this is gonna be like public. I mean, I'm not getting any. I don't have any career opportunities right now.
But I'm gonna get famous really soon, so people will see this.
Yeah, for sure. I they'll see it someday, and I'll have to.
Someday very soon.
And I'm like processing. I'm processing carefully because I don't want to like. These have to be people that I'm like never gonna like see.
You could do.
I could do an extra challenge, right?
Be a wimpy baby.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's okay if you choose to be a wimpy
baby. I'm like Bill Cosby.
Yeah. He's not working.
Yeah, no, he's not working. I guess not.
Dalia is.
He's don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Yeah, I will say it was funny. A friend of mine just posted like he opened for him at the Improv, and listen, I'm like, as far as he goes, like get your gig at the Improv, bro. I'm not doing any of that shit.
I'm not that mad at you for that,
but yeah, I was just like, and he posted it, and he was like, yeah, and his new hour was great, and I was like, there's no fucking way. There's simply no way.
Not only is he like a freak, a psycho, and a weirdo, he's bad at comedy.
Yeah. Yikes. What about the other ones? Like Tony Hinchcliffe, I think he's a dickhead.
He is a dickhead, but he's not funny.
I think he's a dickhead, and what is this? I want to think of someone juicy so that it's like, because those are like basic, like any fucking person you have on this podcast is gonna be like,
anyone I know
is gonna be like, oh yeah, Chris D'Elia, Tony Hinchcliffe. I mean like Kill Tony is cool, and anybody that like gets on there I think is like and does well, I'm like really impressed by, but like the nature of it is so mean spirited. It's like I would never fucking.
And it's like people I respect the least judging.
Yeah.
People who are actually trying.
Yeah, and is it cheating if I say Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't count. 3 working comedians. No, I can't say that. Absolutely not.
I got you right where I want you.
Absolutely not. No, because he is very funny, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Okay. Disliking are bad, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm like nervous about this. Like, it's gonna be like a total career ender, but yeah. I am not the biggest fan of Mikey Day personally.
He's gonna ruin you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I
don't care about him either.
He's a very nice guy. I assume.
Sure.
I could be wrong.
There's no way.
I just feel like, and I he's funny sometimes, okay. But I think generally like his shtick is not for me. on SNL. Like I'm not the craziest about his.
So that's the most reasonable and measured criticism. That's literally fine.
It's. I just feel like a lot of times he just does this like kind of like loud, like kind of like guy talking in a bar voice,
yes.
you know, and you see it like repeat a lot for characters, and sometimes that's the whole bit, and I'm like,
yeah, it's tired.
Well, yeah, and it's like I don't know, SNL as a whole, it's like they you know, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, SNL's like not as good as it used to be, and that's true, but they hit sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
But they also don't know how to finish a sketch.
No.
A lot of the times there's a really funny premise, and then it just sort of ends on like a half funny line.
That's true.
And I feel like that's like, with Mikey, I think there are things he does very well, and generally I think like it's a little too much for me sometimes.
That was a perfect answer.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
While we were off camera,
we were gonna pull one and do one together,
and it was a good one. Shotgun something in my refrigerator. So we're gonna shotgun. I was gonna mop tonight either way.
Yeah, we're gonna make a mess.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm gonna like fuck up the hole and all that.
When was the last time you shotgunned?
When was the last time I shotgunned? I mean, definitely more recent than college, but like not in like a fun way, you know?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It was for some shit like this. Run to. Oh my god. Mikey Day, sorry about all that stuff I said.